But I'm telling you this today, Sasawira, Kuti, I feel that you have betrayed your comrades. I may be wrong, but this is my feeling. You can judge me, you can say whatever that you want. I think you have the power and influence. But anyway, we are now out here to mobilize all Zimbabweans to support and stand solidly behind these comrades. And it is my view, Mkoma Marvelous and Bangari from other comrades. Mukaenda ZANU, not Zimbabwean, ex-political prisoners, detainees and restricted association. Fine, for today we have gathered under the Friends of Sikhala Solidarity Trust. We cannot continue to have these Solidarity Trusts for each and every one of us who is going to be arrested. So it's high time we must come up with our own association of political prisoners and detainees so that we cater for my comrades that just so because per period they are going to die. These guys will be all out to make sure that they suppress them. So we need to organize ourselves. We cannot leave it to your party or his party. My party is part of that party. I think we have to do this collectively and organize ourselves. So that vanozopindamu tikwanise kuvabatsira in a way inenge organized. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ini rakambofungwa na Comrade Job Sikhala. We were together charged in treason. And I remember at that time, Comrade Job Sikhala was my lawyer representing me. And I was arrested on 31st July. Inciting public violence, and I was arrested again in August 2018 with the same charge 3 times. Naivako, Kurubi, I stayed Parliament prison. That environment is not meant for human beings at all. I'm worried, comrades. Love me or hate me, I don't care. The guys from CCC, we have betrayed Job Sikhala and Honorable Sithole and B60. You command half of a million supporters in Iran. Why are you not putting more effort to put the government on a corner, a tight corner, to release these comrades out of prison? We know the dynamics of power in CCC. Those who maybe Job Sikhala. Gentlemen, let us forget about power. Maybe I'm gonna all MPs in Parliament are quiet, going there, drinking tea every day, enjoying Nana Ziambi. Vasinga said that means the adversary Waka is some judicial. You can blame those judges and magistrates, but to me, I don't give them a blame. I see myself because they are being controlled. For example, yesterday, Makazona kuti record ra Comrade Job Sikhala rainzi chimbobuda chibende court 18, robots court 14. The magistrate was simply waiting for the directive kuti ipai munhu bail or imai munhu bail. Simple. Muraona kunamata varume. Mugonamata. Tikotozosvika kuma elections Job Sikhala asina kudi. Asina kubuda. Kuma leaders at CCC please, kana makundikana mbomirai parutivi. Kana musiri kuziva munoda kuenda nechinhu chimirai parutivi. Macitizens chavo vamhanye nacho tigona kuti Job Sikhala abude here in prison. If you are serious kuti munoda Job Sikhala, please, you must take action now. And by September, Tofanagatan, Honorable Job Sikhala, the 16, and Honorable Sithole out of prison without fail. We are not going to relax. We have started the journey. Tapidao mutambo wacho tirimo. We want to see kuti Comrade Job Sikhala nevamwe vavo vacharamba here varimo in prison. Murume mukuru wanga uri vice president ona wakuda kujamba poda tadza kubuda nepa fananga pachibudiwa napo kutya jeri kunotyisa kunokwekwe aityika kuti Mugabe maybe achamisa in prison iri nawe but ndoda kuti nditi kuna iwo vamunangagwa today ngavadzokere kumashure kuti pavakasungwa vachida kutongerwa rufu kunotori nevarume vakaitokoseswa vakagara pasi vakanokumbira vakaconvinza the Smith government kuti variriswe vakariliswa out of. Saka nhasi isusu semafriends aJob Sikhala and the 16 tagarawo pasi tiri kuti nhai vamunangagwa itai mwoyo wekurera murisewo vana. Hatida kuti havana mhosva but kana vaine mhosva ngavangotongwawo sawajejena vachibva kumba vachienda kumazita renzi mhosva ngavangotongwawo saprisira mupfumirazve. Bail is a right. But hatichaziva kuti apapa kune here vane kodzero yekungodza ndo vane right chete vamwe havatorina nekuti we belong to a certain political party. That is wrong. Chendai wose mananga hapana risina mhodzi vamunangagwa. Tiri kukumbira bvisai ruoko rwenyu pajudiciary. Can you leave the judiciary to perform their duties without a political influence from you? Then we will move forward. We demand as soon as possible the release of the 16 Nyatsime, Comrade Job Sikhala and Comrade Sithole to be released without any condition. We will continue to push. This is just the beginning. More to come. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. I think the message is loud and clear from this panel. We, as the friends of Job Sikhala Solidarity Trust, we managed to give out such a platform, and the colleagues are here, but some here. You are hearing what they are saying, and you heard what we are saying as the Solidarity Trust. So without taking much of your time, I would want you to, I would want to open a question and answer session briefly, so that
ZANU PF responds your membership. On what grounds do you insist that you are ZANU PF?
Thank you. I'll give you the opportunity to respond. You can note it down.
My name is Willie Batin. I'm the freedom reporter. Mushamari kana kushandidzana kwamunako nepato iro rinobva Job Sikhala ndeupi munotaudzana here kana kuti munotaura sezvinotaura maiko pasina kushandidzana pamunoita nekutanga tasa kuti sezvo mauya muchitsutsumwa muchiratidza kutsumwa kwenyu pamusoro pekutsumwa kwaSikhala taikutasira kuti mauya mese sezvoimati muri shamwari dzaSikhala munotaura mese here kana kuti munyika kugwandirana kamunako mubva wangu wechipiri kune vamwe vari kuti
kudangidza vatori venhau kuchita mapress conference zvinogona sekunge zvisina chazvinopa yamuro pakubatsirika vasikhala. Hanodi munozoona sei nekuna mwari kuti zvekutaura zvikunyanya kuitika zvakawandisa, pane here zvimwe zvingagona kuitika zvinogona kubatsira kuti zvinge zviri zvinosiyana zvinopa munyika dzakasiyana.
Thank you. Yes, I recognize there is a hand there.
Ndonzi zvikomberero machiro rindobva kuSly Media. Imimi sema friends job Sikhala ndeapi matano amuchange muchitora kuti vajob Sikhala vange vachiburitswa mujeri since matiremizvo muna September munotarisirwa kuti vange vabuda.
Thank you. Right. I'll give the opportunity to colleagues who have had questions directed to them to respond. Then we go in that way. Thank you.
You asked the question and said ZANU PF disowned my membership. Let me start by saying ZANU PF is an institution that was founded based on certain values. No one owns ZANU PF. ZANU PF is property. It's property of Mnangagwa. ZANU PF was formed in 1963. Mnangagwa was not there. Even Comrade Mugabe, the day when ZANU PF was formed, he was not there. Vakatozoita zvokushedzwa vachipiwa chigaro asaka norasika. Vanhu vese varipo maleaders eZANU PF, they joined the party in the same way that I joined. Saka for someone who joined in the same way as me to come out and say you are not a member because we are thinking differently, izvo inini ndinozviramba. Nekuti I joined ZANU PF ndichishandisa constitution yeparty, hapana kana chandakatyora mutemo pakujoina ZANU PF. Saka I'm still a member. Handina zuva randakareceiva tsamba yekunzwa dzingwa muZANU PF. Handina zuva randakamboshedzwa for a disciplinary hearing. Chakaita kuti vandirambe ndechekuti ndakaendesa party kukoti ndichitaura kuti masarudziro amakaita aMnangagwa kuvaisa pachigaro mumeeting ya19 November 2017, it was against the party's constitution. They know it. So the only way they could get out of it was to dispute my membership. So that court ndinonzi handina kunge ndakakodzera kuti ndichiwisa that application. Ndokubva vandisungisa ndakagarawo paremand prison. Vandinyepera kuti ndakajoina ndichishandisa address yefake. Ndakapinda mumastructures muna 2012 ndichishandisa address yefake. Unomirira kubva 2012 unosvika 2022 kuti uyotaura kuti munhu akashandisa address yefake. Is that not clear to you kuti vane zvavari kudakedza kutiza? And it was a way yekuti vakatisunga vandivharira kumapurisa vanouya vachitityisidzira kuti withdraw. Ndobva ndati to hell, I'm not going to withdraw. Tiri kuenda kunopedzerana court. Saka up to now handina tsamba yandati ndaona yekuti ndakadzingwa muZANU PF, and ndichirimo mumasewe imomo ndakapinda zvakanaka, and ndichipiwa bail. Magistrate akataura akati uyu tamupa bail. Imwe reason ndeyekuti evidence yese yauyiswa iri kutaridza kuti mukomana akajoina party nenzira kwadzo hapana pakatyora mutemo. Saka ndichakamirira kuona tsamba inonditaura kuti I have been expelled from the party, then we take it from there. Ndogona kungoramba futi nekuti handidzingwe nevanhu vari illegitimate. Kana court haikoti ichinge yataura kuti vaMnangagwa is the legitimate leader, vakandinyorera tsamba yekuti we have expelled you, then I will accept. Kundisunga kwavakaita ikoko, I know my prison conditions kuti haana kumira zvakanaka, which is why I decided to start visiting Mukoma Job. I visited him twice together with Honorable Sithole, although I didn't meet the other at Sime 13, but they represented them. The last time I was there, Job Sikhala and Sithole, they were both not feeling well. They were saying 2 days, tine running stomachs. Atishaziva kuti were they poisoned or what? Which is why ndabvuma kuuya pano kuti ndisupport kuti varume vaburiswe, because I know the conditions there are deplorable. Saka inini handisi kukumbira kunana Mnangagwa kuti varirise, ndikutaura kuti release them, because muri kuririsa mbavha dziri kuba mari yenyika dzichiita kuti vanhu vashupike. Mobva masunga munhu we more than 60 days nenyaya yekuti akanomiririra munhu akaurayiwa.
Thank you. I'll appeal to my colleagues to keep it brief as we respond to questions so that we get more of them coming. It's over to you.
So we decided that I respond to the question about CCC whilst you talk about, as the chairman of the Sikhala Solidarity Trust, we will talk about what are we going to do moving forward. The question was to say, are you talking to CCC, are you friends, and where are they in this press conference? So let me say, yes, we are great friends with CCC. Speaking about the Solidarity Trust, most of the members of the Solidarity Trust come from CCC. And also my organization in my own capacity is a great friend with CCC. We work together in the MDC Alliance. So yes, we talk also, we talk a lot. We understand they have, as an organization, their own plans about how they are responding to the situation. Our brother Job Sikhala. So they are taking care of that. We don't doubt their capacity to do that. We understand CCC is the biggest, probably the biggest political organization in this country. Depends on who you believe is the biggest political organization in terms of ZANU and CCC. But they've really built a solid political party, which we respect and look up to a lot. So we are very much confident that they can deal with this situation. There is no doubt in our minds that they are doing whatever they are doing to deal with the issue of Job and others. But at this press conference, our intention is not to talk about CCC because they can talk about themselves and what strategies they have. All we've done is we've come here under the banner of the Job Sikhala Solidarity Trust. And we are friends of Job Sikhala. So even if CCC are also doing their initiatives, it doesn't then mean as his friends we can't do anything about his situation. So I think the more the better. You know, more of us are talking about it, the more other organizations and institutions are coming on board questioning why he's undergoing this unjust incarceration, the better for us. So it's not about competing with CCC, or it's not about that CCC are not doing enough. No, we also feel as his friends, we are coming in to complement the work that whoever is doing are doing. His family also are running around. We are complementing and working with the family and many others who feel that we need to deal with the issue, Yamkoma Job Sikhala and team. So that's why we are here. We are his friends and we feel we also need to do something. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll take the question on the issue of holding press conferences and the view whether press conferences do have an impact or not. Why we decided as a trust to start by having a press conference is for the issue of setting the message clear, setting the tone clear, so that as a way of mobilizing colleagues, individuals from across the political divide, across the religious divide, what do? We come together, we clarify the message, we clarify the tone, that we are no longer interested in hearing about the continued incarceration of our comrades. So the moment we understand each other that the message is now clear, we then start from there. We mobilize and go forward. I think my colleague here was clear that a lot of activities starting from today will be implemented because we have converged together. The word is the first thing. The message
is the first thing here. So as soon as we realize that we are clear in terms of the message, we are disciplined in terms of the message, the tone has been set clearly to everyone, we know the power of the fourth estate. You are very powerful in terms of issuing the message out, not only to Zimbabweans, but to the international community at large. Because we have Zimbabweans who are in the diaspora. They also want to hear this message. So, in terms of that, please, everything has a beginning. This is the beginning. We are starting a journey. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single what? Step. So this is a step forward in the journey towards the release or the call for the release of Honorable Job Sikhala, Honorable Godfrey Sithole, and all the other political prisoners that are dotted, not only in Harare, but across the country. Then in terms of what particular activities are we going to be implementing? What we are sure is we are going to force the government to release all these political prisoners that we are talking about today. But in terms of what exactly we are going to be doing, we are sorry, we cannot share that at this particular meeting. This is a matter of strategy. The moment we preempt the strategy today, then it will be difficult for us to maneuver. Remember, we are dealing with a complicated dictatorship. We know they are always present. When we think they are not there, they will be there. These days, they are reaching out even to churches under the trees. They are getting there. What more in a public space like this one? So, sorry colleagues, we know you are very much concerned. We know you have good intentions to know what forms of action we are going to take, but allow us not to behave like unskilled generals in a battle that will divulge their strategy to the opposing camp. I hope I've dealt much about this. I'll take another round of questions if we still have questions, but if there are no more questions, allow me to start from this end this time, to allow colleagues to give their closing remarks in brief so that we attend to other issues. Indeed, because if we are going to spend more than an hour doing a press conference and fail to mobilize the masses out there, it will be a disservice to our cause. So let's have this done so that we attend to other pertinent issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Chairman. Don't tell my journalists also my word of advice to you: go and write as it is. There's no need for you to edit or to add anything. I was also recording myself. So this has to be a press conference. Mangwana coming back and saying this journalist is a lie. We know. Hangoya tells you, but Vajinji, they've got something in their pockets. If they go back, not important to their superiors, but then you start sitting down trying to edit. We are ready also to disown any information. It's not good. So, Maita Zaganaka, Ofamisa Shoko, we are not afraid of anything. What we want to see is our brother to be back home and enjoy the freedom yakabirwa nima true war veterans vasimo munyika vapenyu nevakasara kuchimoyo nekutemba, not these others who are fake ones, but the real ones. he's supposed to enjoy the freedom. There's nothing wrong. I don't want to any job. Sunday owner, the children try to check out. Maybe can I tell you now? Just hope for my so my comrades, my tabasa, Nyungua Enu, Matura Kurane Supano, Sangara Zakare, Muchikamu, Chinotere, Majid.
Thank you. And then my parting short is that you have heard what Elder Ngarif said. He is an elder. This is what dignity matter of Iran. Anogona kusatingira naono wangu but dzinenge dziri pfungwa dzani dzedu ndokusaka musha uine vasharukwa vadiki kana vabvuruka vakuru vanozoiva vachidini vachiita but ndinongoti kumazimbabweans ese ngatimirei nevarume ava vabude vadzoke vanosangana nemhuri dzavo vane kodzero yekunge vaine rusununguko ndichingotsimbidzao shoko iroro rekuti masawiro angu eCCC kwinyai sekutara kwaita vangarivhume muri vakuru chaizvo capacity munayo but itai zvihombe isu tiri masawira zvikavhiringika kuZANU-PF tongovaudza imi mukavhiringawo futi tinoita sei tinokuudzai whether muchazvitora uri hamuzvitore iro rablanketi renyu rokufuga but isusu tinenge takupai maita basa.
Mainly ndinonyanyo address ndichiti leadership yeZANU-PF itaikakati. Why? Because ndo party kutonga ndo ina president aripo izvezvi watiri kuona sekunge ari kuudza judiciary zvekuita kuti sungai mhingi mupei bheyo uyo musasunge tinozviziva kuti zvinenge zvichibva kwavari. That is why ndichinyanyotaura ndakanangana neZANU-PF. Saka kuna kunangagwa ndikuti yes, we have our legitimacy matters that are before the courts. Ini tiri kuti hamusi mutungamiri wedu akakodzera, iye muri kuti ndinomutungamiri wedu akakodzera. Takamirira here kuti matare edzimhosva atiudze kuti ari right ndeuku pakati pedu. Chimboitai kuti tsababa veZimbabwe idai vana vese zvakafanana. You have to unify us, not to divide us. I visit Sikhala and the Honorable Sithole and the other Nyatsibe 16 members, not because we belong to the same political party, but we are Zimbabweans. They are my brothers. So you have to be a father. Kuti kuita zvokuda kuselekta kuti avadhivana nekuti pazvichazosvitsai munogona kuzomhanyawo kuti mamhanyiro akaita amugabe. Iyi nyika isi yemunhu ndeyedu tese. Vanomuka vakutotungamira ivaya vanaJob vamapresident kana vamavhaisi. Munozoda here kuti isusu vamwe vana veZANU-PF tisare tichitreatwa in the same way that you are treating opposition members? Do something about it. We are demanding their immediate release. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this presser. One thing that I think you need to take away from this is the fact that the discussion shows the richness of the brand of friendship that Job has built. You know, it cuts across the political divide. You know, this is the ideal situation we want in our country, whereby we can relate as citizens. You know, our colleagues are from ZANU-PF, others are from, you know, CCC. I come from Transform Zimbabwe. We are Zimbabweans. Zimbabwe is our heritage. And I also think we don't need to react emotionally to issues when citizens raise concerns. You know, if the government is doing well, there's no need to arrest anybody who criticizes them. But because they are not doing enough, any criticism they take negatively. I think for all the issues that have been raised, for all what we stand for as citizens, I think it needs an ear to listen to that. And to Zimbabweans, our destiny is in our hands. I mean, I agree largely with the notion that we need, as citizens, to take our own destiny in our hands. You know, freedom will never come from anyone else except from us as citizens. So thank you so much for all the comments from our colleagues and friends. I mean, this is coming from their heart. And I'm pretty sure Job Sikhala, Godfrey Story, and the rest of them will be so happy to hear that we've convened as citizens, irrespective of our backgrounds. We want to see justice done. It is not only on Job Sikhala or because they come from Tritosi. Should that happen to any Zimbabwean, that unjust incarceration on any Zimbabwean, it is unjustified. And even also our prison conditions, most of them have been in prison. Now we know the conditions. I saw men at Harare Remand Prison putting human waste in a lunch box. You know, you are locked up 17 hours a day. They put human waste in lunch boxes, they put it in a paper bag, wrap it, and then the following, after 17 hours, they empty it, clean the lunch box, then they put food again at Harare Remand. Is that the Zimbabwe we want? And so when I hear that somebody is at Harare Remand or Chikurumbi unjustly, I won't sit down. I won't sit down. I rise up to say, if it means it will even take my life, if it means it will take me back to prison, I don't care. What I want to see is justice in this country. That's the bottom line. We want a Zimbabwe that is fair and honest and just to everybody, to all the citizens. Zimbabwe is our heritage. We have no other heritage. We are not Americans, we are not Zambians, we are not South Africans. We are Zimbabweans, and Zimbabwe is our heritage. So we need to build a country that we deserve and feel it should be governed. So what is happening is not right. To anybody, any Zimbabwean, it's not right. Because bail is a constitutional right. Why should it be denied to these leaders and given to others? No. Thank you.
Sorry, maybe Chairman Mushua, I wanted to raise one point. These guys have been in incarceration for 2 months.
77 days.
Yeah, exactly. There is an issue, support to them and their families. It is important. Because we know Kuti, Divo breadwinner and Varimukati. I think the leadership must work on some arrangement to make sure that kana kune vanhu vakubatsira vabatsire, but also maybe vanezenge vapiwa rubatsiro vaite zvinhu in a transparent manner and vave accountable, pasazoita maissues ekuti kune vamwe vaabuse achisupport inenge yauya. So it's not just moral support, but we must also try as much as we can as Zimbabweans to help in any way that we can, especially to the families. That's my appeal to all Zimbabweans. Thank you.
Thank you. Colleagues, I think this brings us to the end of our presser. I'm actually more excited than everyone here. As the chief representative of the Friends of Job Sikhala Solidarity Trust, we differ in a number of issues as a panel, but there is more to it. What divides us is not more than what unites us as a nation. The Zimbabwean flag, when we fly it, there are no political parties mentioned on the Zimbabwean flag, but it is that identity that we share as a country, the identity that we share as Zimbabweans, such that when we meet in a foreign country, you say, this is my brother or sister from Zimbabwe. So if we continue in that spirit of oneness, if we continue in the spirit of solidarity, we know that we will overcome the few issues that are used by our leaders, be it political or religious leaders, to try and divide the nation. Thank you so much, colleagues, and thank you.